Hi everyone, this is Kathy from House of TOEFL coming to you with part 2 of mistakes that Arabic speakers make on the TOEFL. This will also be useful for the IELTS. This is for the speaking section. Now I will be speaking a little faster than some other ESL videos because after all, TOEFL students and IELTS students are usually pretty advanced. So hopefully you can follow my pace. Now, I made this video in response to feedback I got on my first video about mistakes Arabic speakers make. Some students pointed out some things I missed, so I added them to this list. So the first thing that students pointed out that I didn't mention in my first video is that Arabic speakers have trouble with P and B. Now, I'll be honest with you, I never noticed this myself. But since there were a few people who reached out to me about this, I thought I would mention it. So P sounds like P, paper, paragraph. B is B, right? So repeat after me. Baby, boy, barricade. I'm not going to go into that too deeply. I'm sure there's other videos that are more basic. But that's something to be aware of if you are an Arabic speaker. Now this, the J sound. So many of my students say je, especially Egyptians. So je is very common, like I just want a cup of coffee. But in English, the je is very snappy. Je. I just want a cup of coffee. I jumped up in surprise. He's jealous. Not he's jealous, no, he's jealous. So practice the j sound before your test. Number 3, using should and have to. There's some confusion out there. A lot of students use should. So I'm going to use one of the TPO speaking prompts as an example of the difference. We use have to when it's done, it's very important, there's no choice, and it's done for survival. So there was a TPO, if you remember, about optimal foraging. And it talked about a seabird named the crow. And I had a lot of students that say, the bird should pick up the biggest shellfish that it can carry. Then the bird should go to a certain height and it should drop it. No, that's wrong. Why? Because should is used for advice. You should break up with your boyfriend. He's not very nice. You should study harder. Or advisability, generally what's good for people, right? Like people should follow the speed limits on the freeway. So this is advisability. It's a good idea. But have to or has to is when something must be done, there's no choice. Going back to the example of the seabird, the crow, if it doesn't pick up a big shellfish and it doesn't fly to a certain height, it doesn't eat. What happens if animals don't eat? They die. So there's a serious consequence. So that you want to use have to, or if it's singular, has to, okay? And always make sure your subjects and verbs agree. Crows have to pick up big shellfish. Crows, if it's plural, have to. So match that subject and verb. That's another big mistake people make. Subject-verb agreement. Okay, a lot of my Arabic speaking students tend to say, by this way, when they say how something is done. But Americans say in this way. So my daughter studied hard, and in this way, she was able to pass all her exams. That is the correct way of doing that, okay? And in this way, okay? So, not by this way. Now, when time passes and something changes, Americans say over time. I studied very hard, and over time, I became fluent in English. And the mistake that Arabic students make is they either say with time or they say by time. But we say over time. He worked very hard, and over time, he got his medical license. That's the correct way, okay? So remember, over time. Number 6. When we talk about activities, we use the verb go, okay? Not do. So it's, I go hiking on the weekends. I go running at night. The past of go, of course, is went. I went swimming yesterday. Okay? Do not use the do verb. That's the mistake. I hear people say, I like to do hiking. I like to do walking. No, it's go and then the gerund form of the verb. Okay? Go hiking, go biking, go shopping, go swimming. Okay? We don't say go reading because reading doesn't require movement. So we just say, I was reading last night. We just use the be verb. But if it's an activity, then it's go. Okay, not do. This is a pronunciation error for number 7. So months. Okay, a lot of people have trouble with that word. So let's practice a few different sentences. Repeat after me. I waited for 3 months. I got married 6 months ago. I'm going to Florida in 2 months. Okay, it's hard because that's a consonant cluster, so it's a little hard, but it's months, months. Okay. The last one is a lot of my Arabic speakers miss the be verb when they give their reasons on prompt number 1. So you must say the first reason is, okay? A lot of students just skip right over that, okay? So the prompt might be, do you think children should own cell phones? The student says, no, I don't think children should own cell phones for several reasons. The first reason, that the cell phone disturbs them. Ooh, where's the be verb? The first reason is that the cell phone disturbs them, okay? So please don't forget the be verb when you're giving your reasons. Okay, so that's it. Be sure to comment if I missed something. I can make a part 3. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Kathy, and you can reach me at my website, which is www.houseoftoefl.com. So thank you for joining me today. And as always, good luck on your test, whether it's TOEFL or IELTS. Thanks. Bye.